Hey Libra, the Sagittarius season. So, how it normally works, if people don't know how it works, usually when it's the month of that particular zodiac sign, more than likely I have 12 ancestors that are each zodiac sign. I got way more than that, but I'm just saying. So, for Sag, because I want to kind of get away from always, I do my own candle work. And if you'll see a candle lit on here, it's because I want to do candle work collectively. However, if you don't see any candles lit on here, it's because I don't want to do any candle work collectively. And my ancestors may not want me to either. However, I always got a candle burning somewhere. Know that. You got to. Or one just went out. Candy shit. But a flame was burning that day. Okay? Okay. I realized that the spell work that I did was 10 months ago. Whoever subscribed 10 months ago and you found somebody and you in limbo, whether it's not your person or not, only you would know that, or reading to tell you whether they are or not. You know what I'm saying? And is it worth your time? Osho is a Sagittarius, so I'll be working with the energy of Osho, which ain't really no joke. It's real like, you ever been on the channel with Osho? Okay. Listen, it was fun the first one I went on. After that, listen. Heavy is the crown, like literally crown chakra. You hear me? Heavy is the crown chakra. So get that crown on their head that they be wearing. You know what I'm saying? This is a symbol of the crown chakra. Something to let you know they hit to you. Usually, when they're in leadership positions, they gotta wear a crown on their head. You know what I mean? They know something about your ass. They over some kind of kingdom or something. Something going up, something going down, bro. However, that's how it works. I don't really. Sometimes I'll pick up other people's spiritual guides, but not really. Because I have spiritual guides or I have ancestors that I don't even know. I never met my great-grandfather. I don't even know what his name was. I may have been told, but I don't remember. You know, when it's time for me to know, I don't know. And then some you never met, but you know their names and you meet and you know their presence and you just get to know them in a way that you wouldn't have got to know them on Earth. I think on some real shit, yeah, I'm crazy enough to say, you know your people better once they transition if you commune with them. If you don't worry about it, sweetheart. you just stuck in memory of who they were to you. However, when you commune with your ancestors and they no longer here, you learn a lot of stuff about them that they really sometimes didn't know until they went to the other side, where they understood some shit, how, you know, why things happen the way they happen. I always feel like it's a 90% chance in this day and time. I don't know about days of old, but I do know witchcraft has always been here. However, if you have a parent or something that they told you or they told your children, I ain't leaving nobody here till you graduate. Or I ain't leaving nobody here till you marry. Or I ain't leaving nobody here till I get a grandbaby out of you. Kind of situation. If they died, a lot of times they were the target of envy. They just didn't know. Especially if they came from the South or anything like that. It was so much built on family. Family and envy never really, you know, it didn't go together. It was there like a motherfucker. Siblings, envious of siblings, all candy shit, but they act like it. We gonna pray about it and work it out. Like, you had a whole ass demon seed. Or you've had a whole ass seed with potential that just doesn't want to do their work. Now they're fucking terrorists of me. They hate me. For nothing. Kind of shit. Y'all know. Sibling rivalry, all that stupid ass shit. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this, Libra. But my ancestors did reveal. I woke up, I looked at Easy Picture. I was like, ooh, this is just how y'all be. Just walking around with a leather trench coat on in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Teddy Pendergrass be in his fur walking around. He be around boats and shit. In the wintertime. People must go on their boat. They could have a, like a heated something. They could just go on their boats when it's docked. I'm pretty sure. Where he don't look crazy with a fur on in the damn summertime, They will take me out my element. No, take me out my element. Anyway, y'all have to be able to hear your ancestors. It's cool, talk to a psychic or whatever. That's how you should start. So that the psychic or whoever or medium can tell you what you can do to strengthen the ties of, kinship, basically. Baby, what I tell you. I got so many, I had to stop. This is a distraction. I had to freaking stop. I'm done. I can't take no more. And it hurts me when I see so many people like Takeoff was already in my tarot deck on the 3 of Swords. That kind of shit is like, okay, I'm supposed to fuck with you. But sometimes I see people die or say that I can't, ain't nothing I can do with that. Ain't nothing I can do with that. I be hurt, I be wanting to open the lines of communication, but no, I got too many. No, it's not about to take up half of my motherfucking life. I'm trying to live a normal life. I'm trying to get it where my ancestors could just be in peace and only holler at me. That's like, you never got your house broke in before. And then you've been on the earth however long and it just happened one time. Okay, they come holler at me about that. Fine, but just all the time? No. I'm going to make sure they have somewhere to come and rest. But the thing is, they don't bother you. If they come into your house to rest, honey, you ain't gonna know they're there. Unless they do some shit to let you know they're there, that mean they want to kick you. Other than that, you won't know. Maybe sleep right on your motherfucking couch. A couch you don't even sleep on. You only sleep in your room. Or it's just a big ass, nice ass couch and you live by yourself, but you hardly be on it. You won't know they're there. If you ain't got that gift to see somebody sitting there. Some children do. My son do. You're like, hey, Grandma, I'm still taking my chips. Like, what? He was doing little stuff. And if I was one of them parents that thought my child, I bought into the schizophrenia, my child ain't on nothing. He don't need nothing. He too intelligent. He just can see. They got tons and tons of literature out here. Tons and tons of actual facts of children having the gift of sight. There ain't nothing but ancestors reborn, like I said. For real. They be a little bit of who they are, and then they still can channel, though. So that's what makes him like, man, he act like my father. Yeah, because he's channeling your father, but he's himself. It could be something your father wants you to know. And little man is a vessel that's pure enough to, get this shit through. Because children ain't got to go through all that. They intuitive. It's the most, when you small, like children, that's the closest you'll ever be to God. I used to be asking my son to pray for me for certain things. He want a father. Okay, you want a father. You want a stepfather. Okay? Or what you call a spiritual father. I look at it. Okay, fine. You are closer to God than me. Go ahead and hook it up, man. For real. I ain't saying I ain't close to him because me and God is bosom buddies. However, we just really for real. Because I don't research it and study it myself. I'm not about to stay on my knees begging for nothing. I'm going to stay on my knees giving thanks. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like God coming to my address and realizing he got a whole bunch of thank you letters in the mail. Until, you know what I'm saying, can you give me the stuff that be ripping and running, God? Look at this. Do all that shit on their ass for nothing, but they got me all these thank you cards. Yeah, he really gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? People that just be always like, come on. He heard you. But that be the point of ancestors too. You ain't even talking to your mama. You ain't even talking to your daddy. You ain't even talking to your mama. What you do to the least of these, my brethren, it still applies. That's why a lot of people still use Jesus as what they think is the bridge, just getting them to God. But Jesus been quit, honey. You just don't know it. Do they? They do not. Only deal with certain energies. I made a pact, low key. Cause how the fuck am I supposed to function if don't nobody talk to their people, but they always listening for a message from them? And if they people happen to be somebody I channel, I'm in trouble like a motherfucker. No. Uncle Mike, no, I'm in big trouble. They have families. I don't know why I'm sharing this with y'all, Libra, but everything is everything. People like Michael Jackson and Prince got actual cousins and shit. That was they dog. Like, that's my nigga. You wouldn't have knew it. You know what I'm saying? You're a fan. Maybe have other stuff to do. Is my point. So it ain't them. However, she can get messy when dealing with ancestors, period. Because people do not commune with them. They don't think they exist anymore, which is painful for ancestors. Like the dude with truth, his mother, y'all know the dude with truth. Drop it low, drop it to the floor. His mother, he get on his mother nerves. Because he always talking about when she died when he was 5 years old. And she be right there. Also, now I'm about to make this nigga fall down the steps. Whatever age she died, that's the age she still is. So how I'm talking is how she talks when she gets frustrated with him. But he won't put an altar in his house and just vibe with his mother. You see what I'm saying? Talk like she never existed. Dude, you came out of her womb. You was at the funeral, right? That was the body. Okay, your brother and sister. Okay, somebody older know that was your mama, right? She pushed you out. Okay, fine. Energy can't be destroyed. People think when bodies go on the ground, they just be the dirt we walk on. Like, no. We compose of everything on the universe. And in the universe. Ashes to ashes, that's to death. Cardi B. Just that Cardi B. I'm painting a picture, y'all. I gotta paint a picture first. That's how I'm doing these readings, picking up about myself. Because I do read like a dream weaver. I'll say tarot weaver, but I like to channel to get y'all some game on spiritual matters. Tupac is just like, this the ancestors for real. They be over it. People get on their nerve. For real. Just imagine this. Ancestors showed me this morning where two people were getting married. And you know the part where it say, stand up if anybody da-da-da-da. Before that part, they at the end of the altar, waving up and down. Like, imagine your tire blow out and you trying to get some help on the side of the road. And you jumping up and down, waving your hands. It be like that. Don't do it. What? It be like this. Get the fuck out of there. Get away from her. Or get away from him. Candy shit. They still do it. And they'll sit there in the reception and watch people smiling, watch the dance, watch the this and that, and be still shaking their head. Just sitting like this. But if you ain't tapped in, and you say every psychic is a fraud, or you think it's some type of form of entertainment, then, I mean, it is what it is. Messy. Then you got ancestors that live for that candy shit. Just messy shit. Cause it's just imagine Uncle Prince. Y'all already know how upbeat he was. He'd jump on the piano, jump over a fence with high heel boots on and shit. He like, but he gotta get his rest. You know, gotta get my rest. They where they be salty at is fat. Can't find nowhere to rest because everybody household is in a either cold where there ain't no love in it, or they always arguing and shit or fussing at each other. That ain't giving nobody no damn peace. Not even the two people that's doing that shit. For real. And then, oh yeah, they cannot stand this. That's too many. They can't stand it. Don't keep asking them for no new. Send them somebody new. Send me somebody new. When people want something, they'll act like then that their ancestors are some type of angelic or genie or some shit. They don't like that shit. It's like, just imagine Auntie Whitney like, bitch, you asked me for a man one more motherfucking time, but yet you can't have a cigarette with my picture up. Just one cigarette. I ain't asking you for shit. One cigarette. You know I smoke cigarettes. Candy shit. But you keep on talking about Auntie Whitney. Can you please send me somebody? I mean, all this sad shit you telling me, where my cigarette at, bitch? This how they be talking, y'all think not? It ain't no different than when they was here. They don't want to be bothered. It's a distraction. She could be somewhere else doing something else, but sometimes they just make the good or bad situations, just like they did when they was on Earth. Real talk. And they don't be tough with nobody. If you got all the sight, what the fuck you give a fuck about? If Prince got this much sight, damn, you're basically standing in the middle of the fucking universe. If this is how, you know what I'm saying, he's set up. However, free range of motion, up and down, especially if you're from Orion, we got access above and below. It ain't no different. They just get to do it without nobody seeing them. And sometimes people do. They just don't tell nobody if they got the gift because it's so taboo to have it, or you're going to get locked up for being crazy and shit. People really do that shit to be able to bury the dead so they can be forgotten about because they be done did some shit. They don't want people to realize that somebody could get retribution for what the fuck you did to them just because they ain't flesh and blood no more. And trust and know they can make shit happen. I saw this dude walking out on the street, y'all. I swear on everything. Me and Tupac is ridiculous with the shit. But if we get to communing in the car or his song come on or whatever, I done been in the car, y'all. I swear on everything. It was this black dude. He'll do this to whatever. He'll get in a woman and have her doing shit just to make me laugh. This is how silly he is. But this dude, he was like a bodybuilder, big like Tukey. Just a bodybuilder type of big dude walking down the street. No shirt on, all gold teeth, a big ass. Tupac said, I've been working on him since this morning. So he make people do shit just to be able. But people are empty, but they ain't got shit. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. And ancestors sometimes they get a kick out of doing certain shit to quote unquote flesh and blood humans. But baby, when I tell you, I was cracking up. I was like, dude, are you for real? Because I could tell it wasn't him. The guy's body was not his personality. It was Tupac acting out himself through this man. Really shitting on some archetypes. Like, this nigga that went and bought gold teeth, but he can barely stay at his mama's house kind of shit. You know, like, he might have paid however much from them motherfuckers. Or they fake. But he want to be looking like he a rapper so bad. Kind of shit. Shit don't make no sense, okay? If you black, you get it. If you white and from the ghetto, you get it too. I should have took a picture of that shit. Then what was even funnier is that it was some children, like some little thug like children, like on the side selling some water or some shit for their baseball or basketball team. Then he started conversing with them, but he was on one side of the street just talking loud, saying nothing. I'm like, oh, hey. Shit stupid as fuck. I can tell when any ancestor getting anybody and using their body. They man, come on. Exactly. Juice WRLD. Oh yeah, y'all already know. Y'all already know. He had himself a good old time. Look at him. Mischievous as a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's so bad. Let me tell you how bad it is. It showed me somebody on their phone and looking at the Divine Feminine's picture or number or something. They'll make them delete that bitch. Block her ass. And they'll do it. Because they don't want them with you. Because they ain't right from what they watching. You can want a divine masculine all you want. He could have been divine. Okay, but he a karmic now. You know what I'm saying? Just based off of the lifestyle he lived and the work that he refused to do on himself. He just stuck in a mindset. That's all it is. He ain't demonic like that. However, who the fuck want to be with somebody that ain't shit? Disloyal, sleep with whoever. Forgot they even slept with that person, candy shit. But love you. Don't get it fucked up. However, you ain't about to, it be like one of y'all, like a brother that passed away. Like, man, you ain't about to get over on my sister. Or your father. If you got a father or a mother, they not about to let nobody get over on you. They gonna sabotage that shit. The only way they'll let that shit go through is if you need to learn something. Because you just don't get that this motherfucker ain't shit. You just keep on. Now, if the person keeps on and you're trying to move on, oh, don't think they won't have them doing shit to make... They won't even know why they can't get to you. For real. Would they be that foul? And they can be your twin flame all they like. You know what the world would make of your motherfucking ass after it's said and done? Her in reverse. Yeah. Some cuspers, some of y'all divine masculines just gonna walk away from y'all. They walking away. They're choosing to walk away. First of all, they hot cool bodies, not Nicki Minaj. But it's a lot of Sagittarian energies and fire sign energies that ain't shit. They're fucking witches. That's just what they are. Not good either. You can have a family full of them motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. If your ancestors see that you are about to get with somebody that got 3 crazy ass baby mamas or 1 crazy ass baby mama with 3 children, if she's foul, and as a divine masculine don't see half of the shit that she do, and he ain't gonna buy half of the shit that you telling her that, you know what I'm saying, if you pick it up, he ain't gonna listen to you. That's a life you gotta live. People don't understand your life has to be compatible. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Like now, I'm not a boring person. But I wouldn't be mad if I got a boring person because I used to be. So I can liven them up. Not trying to change them. No, I was them. Boring as a motherfucker. Because who I was with wasn't inspiring me to want to, you know what I'm saying? You're not about to feed off me. This ain't no buck dancing show. It ain't shit funny, so I ain't laughing. You playing me. You disloyal. You using me. Something I'm going to pick up on and I'm going to shut down. Could be the Virgo in me. Could be the Libra in me. Real talk. Just imagine a family full of these. Who the fuck about to deal with that? Who wants to? And some men are hell bent on staying over. They love their family. They not in tune with half of the shit they family be on. They hot cool. And they gonna keep working for them motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. This shit's so wicked. You can have a family full of bots that give birth to a golden being, a light being. You don't think they would make that being a slave to them and make the being love it? Because they think they're doing something by Earth standards? Gee, y'all crazy, y'all crazy. You gotta check your children today. Don't think I don't talk to my child because of who his father is. You gotta gauge the sucker shit in your child's DNA. Because your child could potentially end up being your worst fucking enemy. You know how many people either get killed by their children or their children do them worse than a person on the fucking street? And they don't even, they still in a Jesus mindset. You saved by the blood kind of situation. Like, well, he ain't saving you no money. Fuck. Mm-hmm. They trying to kill themselves. That's what they're doing. A lot of these divine masculines want to die and can't. Because they realize they ain't got cool. They realize they in a family full of people like that. They realize they done had baby by witches. They realize they fucked their life up. And everything they do to try to make it better, when they get better, especially if y'all met the person already, it was like, why would, it's like being mad at God for sending hope. Just hope. Because they already was just living life on an everyday basis, on some ready to die shit. But they just slowly doing it. It's for real. Life can get so fucked up, but you don't want to be known for killing yourself kind of shit. So you do it in a slow kind of way. It's for real. And these hoes don't care. It's just how they cannot, they don't, it's no, ain't no change, honey. Ain't no change, honey. Ain't no change, honey. And some men walk away from all that shit and just deal with whatever comes with it and trust in their God to supply their every need. But that ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Libra? Yeah, some of y'all could have manifested somebody that's just got lean addiction. For real. It says possible transformation. That person, this is how I channel. The answer just said possible transformation. So that means they seen people get in unions. The divine feminine comes together with her twin. Y'all go in separation. It's a possible transformation. It doesn't mean that he's going to be transformed by you. Because you were something new. Like hope, like I said. Like God sent him hope through you. Y'all can have babies with him, whatever the case. It does not matter. You don't know that man. A lot of women do not know their man. For real. And a lot of men be getting low-key more embittered than women. Because they don't speak on the shit that they know you're doing to them. And they trying to kill themselves in the most civil, prideful way. Right up under your motherfucking nose. You would just be sitting here and talk about, they ain't even, just cool with the fact that he keep drinking lean, because that's what's in now. Cool with the fact he keep popping X, because that's just what's in now. Cool to the fact that he keep popping Percocets, because it's just in now. Yeah, but that shit is breaking down some of his organs, because it wasn't meant to be used that way, Miss Ma'am. Fuck being his mother. Tell him you care about his organs, Miss Ma'am. There be some people's ancestors talking to a nigga bitch. They're sitting up there cool with the fact that he's drinking some shit that's gonna shut his organs down. In a way that would let that man know you ain't trying to be his mama. You trying to help his liver. Uncle Bobby, no. He walked, man, let me tell you something. Y'all know that? Y'all ever watch New Jack City Jungle Fever? A child was born in Hot Time, Mississippi, surrounded by love and affection. Moving in the direction, and just enough for the city. That crack house, Taj Mahal, seventh wonder of the world. Uncle Samuel Jackson was Gator in that movie, man. Watch that movie. Okay, watch that movie. I was on the channel with Uncle Bobby and some shit. Like, he was in like that shit. That shit. That crack. When Uncle Samuel was smoking crack with Halle Berry. Taj Mahal. That was one out of the world. He was in some shit like that. Sitting just like this. Black people pulling up on him left and right. Baby, when I tell you, he ain't had no love. He didn't have no love because it was too fucked up. It ain't the only place. It's just like one of many. Hey, listen, I channeled him. I was sitting like this in my house. Just like him. Just like him. I promise. He had me looking over my shoulder. This way, that way. Like people just kept coming up to him, asking him for money or asking him for this. Like he in a dope trap house. But it was a lot of them motherfuckers. I'm talking about zombie land. I'm like, oh, well, no. Because I know how to channel. I'll let you show what's going on through me, and I know how to observe what you're trying to tell me through myself. Don't tell me it's not possible and you don't even use a fucking pea size of your fucking brain. Let alone your imagination. That's a whole other subject. Einstein. This shit real. You have to go with who loves you. People used to tell me that, and I didn't believe it. That's when I was into belief. Oh, no, that sounds crazy. I'm going with who loves me, and I love them too. And that's it. I ain't talking about that. You reach a point in your journey where you are loved based off of how you treated people. You ain't gotta be no fucking magician. You just understand, do unto others, and you ain't about to be doing no rotten shit to nobody. Majority of your fucking life, if you ever can shit. You just ain't cut that way. It gets a point where you just love. So whoever you meet is you're going to lead them with a sweet fragrance. If not, they mad that they can't get the sweet fragrance no more. And they do shit to funky the shit up themselves. Or more likely, it ain't you leaving a stank ass smell behind. It's more that people want to keep smelling that shit. Because it smells good. Your roses actually smell like roses and not boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of y'all work on y'all trauma. Some of y'all stay aware of things that's going on within you because you love yourself that much, which will make you love. You take care of yourself, not in a narcissistic type of way. No, because a lot of people are narcissists. They call people narcissists on the earth. It's crazy. But they ain't even going there. I'm just saying. You pay attention when shit wrong with you and you try your best to work on it. Maybe you gotta stand there and cry all day. You know what I'm saying? You recognize something is off. You know, even if you snapping at somebody, you recognize, I shouldn't have talked to my child like that. I mean, you still got your conscious awareness. Love is still in the room, so to speak. No position reverse. That just means, you know, you understand self-value. And you ain't about to just let yourself, you know what I'm saying, go with so far off of what would be considered civilized or self-love. But you ain't never no holier than thou motherfucker. You gonna say motherfucker. You just got a dope ass heart space. You cut right. That's it. Ain't nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? You this motherfucker instead of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time to be messy. You ain't got time to be causing rivalry and disputes. You ain't got time for fighting on motherfucking time. You ain't got time for competition. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm already dealing with internal conflict. I definitely ain't about to just be projecting because I understand the internal conflict that I'm having is me having it with myself. And it has nothing to do with anyone outside of myself. It just doesn't. You know? You don't got time for enemies, so you stay low. You don't like problems because you understand you always the one that got to solve them. Okay, you people. That shit is true when people say that because you are already the personification of love. So if somebody is attracted to you just being yourself, that's what you want. Somebody that's turned on by you and you ain't got to do shit. It was, I'm going to say it was my divine masculine. What made me know I wasn't going to be with him. Because some men don't love you like that. Even if they your twin flame, this lifetime, it ain't like that. And they can have love for you, a deep love, because you've been with them so many lifetimes. It's kind of like, go ahead, the buck stops you. I'm just glad I got to spend that time with you this time. But go the fuck here, though. Kind of shit. He said, your hair grew. So that let me know you didn't like me when my hair was short. Or you could have loved it, but based off of who we may have been around, that wouldn't have been, they more into this look. I don't quite fit. Something wrong. That made you say that. I don't want nobody like that. I want somebody that if I shave my hair like Jada Pickett, clear, bald, honey baby, ain't nothing. They gonna be kissing me on my forehead saying, you are fucking beautiful. Okay, what's wrong with all that? Y'all just be so used to having to fight for love. Fuck all that shit, man. I just seen something where Diddy was talking about, take off this game up. Where Diddy was talking about, whoever he's seeing, I don't remember her name, but is it Sweetie or somebody? I don't know. Whoever he's seeing. He was saying, fuck that bitch. Whoever the bitch was. He like, she want me for me. People, that could even make her feel away. But she shouldn't. She shouldn't. She just ended up with somebody that people loved him conditionally based on whatever the fuck. It could be the way he wears hair. If you don't love somebody plainly how they are without all the fucking extra accessories, you're going to be fighting for that person to love you or fighting for them to be satisfied with whatever it is that may look right in the public's eye or may make them feel like they the man because they have someone with long hair or, a shape or all this old stupid shit that ain't got shit to do with the heart space. Not even how good your vagina or penis is. That's a big part of it, but that is not all of it. And sometimes it could be a man that think you got good vagina, but it be the light within you, and it ain't got nothing to do with your vagina. It's just that they feel better after being with you. They don't feel drained or sick. They won't even tell you they go through that kind of shit. Man, they ain't gonna say shit. Can't take a licking and keep on taking candy shit. For real. 7 of Wands. He know I ain't lying. Now him, he got its ancestors. He's a mystic. P&B Rock, he's a mystic. Cause I fell in love. If I fall in love with you, I'm taking you. He came when I had been dealing with Juice WRLD because of my son. My son loved Juice WRLD and my son loved XXX. So that's how they got with me. But him, he got with me because I just had we could be a soul family. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't going to not channel for him. And I ain't not going to put him in a tarot or get him a candle. Some people that have these kind of decks, it's just because they're just reading. They're not different than a Rider-Waite deck. But they don't actually channel the people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes tarot is like a cheat sheet. Not mine. Whoever is on here is who I channel with. This ain't make-believe. I ain't got time for that shit. Young Dolph, he got me because of this lean shit. I really wasn't dealing with Young Dolph. Because I had shut it down. And his girl named Mia. So it's little shit that if it's like something sit out like that, then I'm going to go ahead. But for the most part, I ain't taking no more people. You gotta put boundaries on that shit. A lot of psychics go crazy because they don't put boundaries on all the energies that come talking to them about this person, that person, that person, that person. They got a good heart. They want to try to tell people stuff, and they do it over a platform where it's no more you tapping a person in the grocery store like the Long Island medium, telling them, listen, your dad said da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Think of how aggravating that is for the person that gets a gift to do that shit. But if you don't set no boundaries, they will drive you the fuck out of crazy. You see Uncle Jimmy come up twice? He is Sagittarius. It's Sagittarius season. I put him on here right here. But he had me put this in twice. That means the 9 of Wands on some real shit. Every time the 9 of Wands fall on the tarot channel, y'all might as well say that's an 18 of Wands. Today. You know? So now, in my decks, if I ever wanted to redo like the Rider-Waite sequence, I would do 18 of Wands. Because it's the times we living in. Just like inflation. It have to be the 18 of fucking pentacles. You know what I'm saying? You need two people. That's why people moving in together and all this shit, but people dying too. Because you realize, oh, this motherfucker crazy. He was just trying to get the rent paid. Oh, you nuts. And with iconic energies, somebody telling lies. With iconic energies, somebody tell the divine masculine they don't like you. You ain't really for them, you know. And some of y'all sitting there waiting. Y'all got females too. Got y'all sitting there waiting. You're telling people they don't even fuck with you like that. I'm telling you the truth. So do not be sitting up there. I was waiting on the green light. I was like, John, my homeboy, give me the green light. Give me just one night. Give me the green light to say. They can call in somebody else. Because you don't want to be carrying that bullshit. You carry old bricks to a new relationship, you're going to be building the same house you left. If you can't get over your twin flame, you better sit and work through that shit till you understand it. Until you know without a shadow of a doubt, if he came back, he couldn't come back. Because it'd just be too much. You know? You gotta set boundaries on yourself, if not for only self-respect alone. However, since I'm in this shit with y'all, I gotta go back and forth with this shit. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I have the green light to say high-level soulmate. When you're ready, you can now call in a high-level soulmate because your twin flame, who is your twin flame or who was your twin flame, the world has tore this person apart. And even if they're starting to get themselves on the right footing, it's not enough time for the work that they have to do. They would be better off with somebody that was still asleep. Because they're going to wake up if they fuck with some people. If you fucking with my channel and you really rock with me and you understand how this shit go and you just ain't no motherfucking randomly looking for goddamn readings because you're trying to figure out when you're going to get some dick. I'm trying to tell you. You woke this person up. You gave them some form of expansion. Even if it was just your unconditional love, loving them for who they were. They didn't have to do shit but sit there just like this. You didn't give a fuck if it was the spirit wearing everything. You knew how to care for this person. They knew that. But they ain't used to that. You can't give a baby fucking steak when it still need a bottle or the breast. You'll kill it. Because it ain't got no teeth or nothing. You know that. Liquids. You big ass steak trying shit. It ain't gonna work. Not this lifetime. Some of y'all may come back next lifetime. This me and my divine masculine last lifetime. I don't ever have to deal with him ever again. But I don't want to come back ever again. So it really don't fucking matter. I got options. Get on my wood. I don't know where I'm going to go when I get to the other side of what I'm going to be able to build. Brother Panic, y'all familiar with the singer Gerald Levert? Brother Panic said he live on like an amethyst part of the cosmos, where he just got like a crystal town candy shit. You don't know what the fuck? Watch What Dreams May Come by Robin Williams. And some people say this fake, da 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 da. A lot of them motherfuckers be cursed with a curse. They don't know how to get the fuck out their own way. And when they take their ass back over to the other side, they be crazy as a bestie bug, stuck in the same scene that they left Earth, but it's better than the scene they was in before they was reborn. You feel me? When they feel like they leveled up a little bit, you like, no, it still look like a insane assault. Sweetheart. And then you ain't got no ancestors willing to help you to undo some of that shit and to get you over it, you know. So you gotta literally be reborn in order because you see light. When a motherfucker could just light a flame. Ain't that some shit? Ancestors. For real. Yeah. Some of y'all divine masculine shouldn't have slept with y'all. But they couldn't help it. A lot of men that slept with some of y'all divine masculine Libras or cuspers, they shouldn't have did it. Or if you got a Libra in your chart and you cross-watching because you're just interested in Libra's readings, yeah, they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. They weren't ready for state. So it's really not nothing you could do. For real. You just seen a God in this person. This is a Christ consciousness card still. You just seen a God in them. More than likely they was raised right. The world just got them. And they didn't do the work to get up out of it. So they gotta do their work. The work that they got to do, you ain't never got the time. You don't. You could be light years ahead of your divine mate. Just on the work you done put in lifetimes. They could have been, let me tell you something. It ain't no fucking different than you being married to somebody that walks slow and you walk fast and you always gotta be talking about hurry up, come on. Pick up your feet, candy shit. It ain't no different. In whatever past life y'all was in, they was bullshitting in that one. At some point, motherfuckers gonna call in all cars. You know what I'm saying? Let's tally this shit up. Like playing spades, you know what I'm saying? At some point, the game be over. You don't know how to play no more. People gotta go home. You know, count it up. Who won? Kind of shit. you at goddamn 5,000 points. And divine masculine at 500. Please tell me how the fuck is that gonna work? You can really just call in a high level soulmate, somebody that thinks you're awesome and you already in love. So if you turned on by them in any way, which at this point, I don't feel like nobody would be turned off at nobody that wasn't crazy, but loved them for who they were. If you turn down that kind of shit, something wrong with your ass in 2022. For real. Because you waiting on this kind of shit. They go back and forth. You know? On some real shit. Especially if they doing any drugs. Personality flipper. Just all over the place. Sometimes they like this, riling up. You can't say nothing. They pop off because they got too much shit they dealing with. And you don't even deserve to pop off. But the pop off that they got pregnant or the pop off that they got into a union with, she pop off right back. Because they're at the same level spiritually. Even if they working on themselves. They can handle it more than you would be able to. Some of y'all, it'll crush y'all soul the way y'all divine masculine will end up being. When y'all had such a good time just, before separation. Just did more work than a person. That's all it is. But they shouldn't have been with you in the first place because they wasn't ready for you. It don't matter their age or none of that shit. It depends on the work. You can have a 40-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old man. She divorced a 40-year-old man that didn't do no work and ends up with a 20-year-old man that do his work. That's just how he cut. She got a man. He ain't just 20. He just 20, She got a man. He just happens to be 20 this lifetime. And sometimes men will set it up so that they can get you. They'll come at a younger age. So that they'll have the stamina to take care of you just in case whoever you was with, because they understand the ways of the world fuck you up to the point where they gotta have that time. They gotta have that extra youth. People just don't think. What the fuck is thinking for? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Emperor reverse. Hermit in reverse. They ain't ready. And what's so sad, a lot of these divine masculines are like 40 and up, but the mind is like, yeah, they still fucking with these. You a light being. You ain't just justice in reverse. Yeah, they gotta reap karma for even touching. They shouldn't have touched you. Even though they was your twin flame, they should have just let it be. If they was gonna run, they should have ran right away rather than have sex with you. But some of them is like, shit, I can't pass that up. It's worth it. It's worth whatever happens. Nigga, that ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But they know they ain't coming back because they know goddamn well. This shit they got going on, baby. Nope. Chin the materials. Somebody gonna want to take care of y'all. Somebody gonna love y'all just for who you are. You ain't gotta put on no hair, no nothing. You ain't do nothing. Domino. Did somebody say dominoes? Kendrick, did somebody say dominoes? And when it all falls down, they gonna go right back to being the fools. You know? Because they gotta do their work. That just mean the girl that they end up with just gonna have to deal with a cheater. Gonna always cheat. He tried to stay, but he can't. Demons is just too much. All this shit, I just gotta feel good just for a second. Even for, if only for one night, kind of shit. Some of them ain't come back because that was their way of saying, you know, I don't deserve you. Oh, hey, I'm not ready to do you right. And how old we are, if you want to spend the next 20, 30 years of your life crying because I can't keep my dick out of other women, then come on, baby, let's go. But I don't want to do you like that. Because I know you're better than that. You better than that. But a girl over here can't take a punch. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh my God, for real? Be honest with yourself. Especially depending on your age. If your old twin flame is your age, then exactly. You'll be there with some flowers in a minute. Kind of shit. Y'all got time. Time is on your side. Yes, it is. But some of us, no, it ain't. And if you got somebody that's younger than you, and you way older, it seems like this earth, you got somebody who just want to take care of you, and they may pull up on you. You gotta know your person. Y'all know what the fuck be going on. I'm gonna tell y'all that shit. Focus on your life purpose instead of your divine mate's flaws. 6 of Voices. So some of y'all that met somebody, some of y'all moved away from the twin flame shit and met somebody, and y'all be all up on their flaws. Y'all cannot do that. Because they ain't divine masculine. You see what I'm saying? That's why you gotta get that shit out of you before you just go making somebody a rebound and shit. Over a person that ain't even got it halfway together than the person you sitting up there trying to count their flaws and shit. Especially if you're in your 40s. Shit, it's a new biological clock ticking. It ain't got nothing to do with no motherfucking children. It got to do with more mortality. Watch that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake. That shit is real. This shit is real. I'm telling you. 8 of Cups. And some divine masculines think they still got it in the bag and ain't nowhere near. They judge me off. They judge me off as a motherfucker. They ain't thinking about nothing I just said. All that synopsis I just gave about some divine masculines, and some divine masculines don't have a fucking clue. They think they gonna get you back and everything gonna be everything, and it ain't. Y'all too good for that person. And not like that. It's just the fact that they still got a whole lot of play in them. Don't nobody want to deal with that shit when you in your even when you in your late 40s, late 30s, you don't want to deal with that shit. Life really be them bolos your motherfucking ass. Some shit you not about to deal with, and it's gonna be just like this. Y'all understand this. Every twin flame union, this is how I perceive it. This is how I understand it. I don't care what anybody else says. That's their interpretation, and that they may be getting the channel from their end from a whole nother angle than mine. You know how big the fucking universe is? However, a soulmate is a divine mate. It's just not a twin because you're just now meeting this person 1 lifetime. 2 max. 2 max. When it be like that, that person recognizes you, but you don't know. They just a stranger. Because it could be like this. Your divine masculine and you in a past life, your so high level soulmate is what they call it, liked you and seeing that you deserve better kind of situation. Because I told y'all, some divine masculine been fucking up every lifetime. However, you still when you met your twin flame, you met them for the first time. It was a divine meeting, a divine mate. It's all it is. However, if you're walking with somebody, like I've said before, through all these different lifetimes, of course you're going to start looking like, people say, damn, y'all starting to look alike. Married couples, it's the same thing. You've been with them, you've been around them. However many lifetimes, okay? You could have met this person your 9th lifetime with the divine masculine. He recognized you as this lifetime, but you don't know who the fuck he is. And it's going to be a situation like this. That doesn't make that person, that makes that person more divine Then the divine masculine, just because he's a part of the twin flame journey, you want to make him just, oh, the divine masculine. You're a twin flame. Okay, so what the fuck is your soulmate? Dog food? No, they're a divine being too. You just haven't known them as long. For it to be any twinning. That's why you don't recognize them. But they recognized you because they seen you in a past life and they wanted you in that past life, but your divine masculine more than likely had it on lockdown. Okay. You think people, man, let me tell you something. They will be born. Some people's high-level soulmates will be born just to get you because they know we gonna fumble it again. We don't understand how much power we have, how much free range of motion we have. That's why the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, when you find out who you are, don't get beside yourself. Because you start recognizing the powers that you hold. And you be willing to test them motherfuckers out. But you could kill yourself too. Don't get carried away. Don't get beside yourself. That means stay grounded. And don't get stupid. Ace of Wands. Some of y'all know that. All this shit. All I'm saying. Y'all like, I'm not about to be. You know? And if some of y'all met y'all twin flames early, and y'all younger, y'all gonna be with this person. Don't listen to them people that's older in years, because you ain't got nothing to do. The twin flame dynamic is changing. People are not going into separation. You know, like I said before, people don't understand. Somebody said this. It was an elder that said this. Could have been an elder white man. I think it was him. The man that I put in my, I talked about him before, Mel. Thanks, Mel. Mel, he studied the twin flame journey when he was here. That was what he did. However, it's evolution. So people aren't going to be going into them painful ass separations, having to do all that work because you're born where you a magician. That person born where they already know don't do certain shit. And certain shit don't work. He said people calling you an old soul is really they roasting you for real. Because how many times you got to come to get it right? You see what I'm saying? So younger twin flames, if y'all in y'all 20s and shit, or younger than that, if you see your child, let me tell you something, mothers. If you got a special child and you know your child is special and you ain't just saying it because everybody else think their child is special kind of shit, you're like, man, this motherfucker, like just like a Chris Brown mother be looking at him like, man, this motherfucker special. Yeah, look, and she probably told him, since you was, I already knew kind of situation. If you're that kind of mom, if you see somebody liking your son and she is a good little girl, and I mean they end up in the same school all the time, and they end up in the same class all the time, and she really a good girl, and you peep her parents got sense in their head, you better try to keep them together, just even if just friends, because they may be twin flames. Just how crucial this shit is. On some basketball, love and basketball, that would be a perfect example. Omar Epps and Sanaa Lathan on love and basketball, loving each other that long because they were twin flames. Yes. That's when you be talking about, come on in, son, at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to deal with all that shit. Somebody get their hands on your trying to end up being a nutcase. Talking about her twin flame telling her that. I mean, ain't Big Mo. She know it. That's what she looking like this, that motherfucker sometimes. I ain't my twin flame. I heard about that. My mom and daddy twin flame. Serving an inspiration actually made it kind of shit. You got that too. Don't be limited in your thinking. Some of y'all gotta push through. Yes. Yep. You know, some of y'all divine masculines was dark beings. And they should not have touched you. They should not. They did you. It's like somebody doing you dirty the last lifetime. I ain't capping. They was just one of y'all greatest teachers in the worst kind of way. For real. That's some of y'all know. Y'all like, man, I'm so glad she done said this shit. Yes. Don't be sitting up there looking like Uncle Quincy, waiting on somebody. Listen, Eight of Swords in reverse. And they never bringing you the truth because they just want to keep screwing you on the 5D, sucking your energy. And sometimes they be so stuck doing all them drugs, they don't even know what the fuck be going on half the fucking time, honey. In and out situation, okay? Because they trying to die, a lot of them. Slow suicide, because they just know they fucked up. So they just want to chalk this life and be done with that shit. And some of them could have been glad after they been, all right, I met her, I'm going to get up out of here. And slow drip they self. Family don't even know it. Think they're going to live to be 100 so they can keep taking care of them. Can't shit. Ace of Swords. Disaster, negative forces, destruction, someone wishing you ill will, hate wins. You see that? Did I say it's like somebody did you dirty for that? That's some dirty shit. Just dirty. That would make me say that person, even if it was your twin flame, that's why I say, don't sit up. I said that on the reading. Man, Uncle Bobby, I caught what I said. I said, don't let nobody tell you no karmic twin flame don't hate you. It's something I said, but I said it right. You get been with a person that was your twin flame and was abusive as a motherfucker every lifetime. Fucking disloyal, cheater every lifetime. And they just used to it. This particular lifetime, they could have said, oh, I've been doing her wrong. I'm about to do, it was out of time. So instead of leaving on a good note, they left on the worst, left you to have to push through this kind of shit. And they couldn't get back to you. They first of all, they too coward to come back and face some of the shit that they did. And they were telling people lies. They didn't love you, you was crazy, blah, blah, blah. All that shit. Playing both sides against the middle, too. Because then they'll say, people said you was crazy, but I knew you wasn't. You see what I'm saying? On my twin flame tarot deck. Fork tongue motherfuckers. Acting saying like this around they people, or a bitch that trying to get in her pants now. And then when they on, y'all watching tarot or whatever, and they meet you in other dimensions, they want you to, of course they want you to feel like it's all good. I ain't believing what they said about you. Playing devil. Terrible. Be careful of who you vent to. So some of y'all used to vent to this divine masculine. He used to gossip and tell people what you said. After y'all got in a separation, y'all may have spoke on it, or people know just y'all was in something like that. Whatever the case, y'all know what the fuck going on. Animosity. So their family don't like you. For something they lying about. They telling half and partial truths. Beginning of struggle and hard trials. So now they're beginning of serving their karmic times. Because y'all hip to them. Y'all ain't going to be fucking with them no more. All will be overcome. Move wisely at this time. Yeah, if you come into a situation where you meet a soul mate or a divine mate, then move wisely. Don't just say fuck them. Give them a chance. If they fucked up, then keep that till you find what you need. Because whoever wants you, trust and know, they're going to come get your motherfucking ass. And if they, just like I read somebody's reading, I don't know who reading that was yesterday, but it was the three of Pentacles came out, I think. Just let me know that the person dropped 3 women just like that. Boop, 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 and picked up a dime and walked off with her. So man, when you get, let me tell you something. You got a man with 3 women, that means he likes something in all 3 of them. If he could just find one with all 3 of those characteristics, he'd drop these bitches in a minute. That's what he say to himself all day. Man, if this bitch can act like this bitch can act like this bitch, and this bitch can act like both of these bitches and herself, then I had somebody. If I had somebody that I liked everything about them, and I had to do this stupid shit, I'd drop all 3 of these hoes. That's gonna be the situation with some of y'all. As soon as he see you, he getting on that phone, or he gonna be doing something to get the fuck out of whatever the fuck he know he been in and don't set and satisfy it ain't what he really want. And then he gonna come in. So play your cards right. That's what I'm seeing. High Priestess, some of y'all. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Yeah, that's your ancestors. Anything else is pop on that shit. I just want to look up something else that came in reverse. Something else came in reverse. Oh, the Emperor. It is just going to tell y'all who he was. Who he really was. Who he was perpetrating. He always frustrated. Then I say he'll pop off on you. You get to talking too much, fuck around, pop you in the mouth. I'm trying to tell you. Impatient, immature, stubborn, stay in a state of duress, but it's hidden, but you always pick it up because you're a light seer. They don't want you to see it. Who told you to turn that light off? Cut that motherfucking light off, bitch. This is who you'll end up with. And you think it's divine masculine, well, and you won't be able to go nowhere. And it'll be the same story. You know? And then you be surrounded by a bunch of these motherfuckers. Throughout his whole family. On top of, you know what I'm saying? This is all, you just gotta do this one time to get the fuck out of this shit. This would be you all the time. Cause you're a light bearer. You can't take dark shit. So you shining a light on this shit, but he don't want no light shine on this shit because he's sitting in that shit. You want to drink his thing and do what he do. Leave him alone. Resentful, bitter. Did I say some men that became I'm telling you, egoism. They break the law. So they criminal minded. It's a lot going on. Feelings of inferiority. That's directly correlated to self-hatred. Unsure of self and haste. So they sleep with whoever. Some of them didn't even have to. Let me tell you something. Some of these motherfuckers divine masculines that are not being called divine masculines because they are divine, but they fucked up. And they made the choice and decision to live a fucked up existence. Ain't nobody put shit to their head and made them do that. And more than likely, they was disobedient to a parent that was a light being. Anyway, none of these niggas just thought y'all was a cute piece of ass. They didn't even know you was their divine mate. You just knew them as such. Now this look changes. There you go. Hey, how you doing? You saying it triggered memory in them. And then they start realizing, shit, this motherfucker might be on to something. You know? But then they so criminal minded, it ain't nothing but feeding their ego. And they full of ego. And they find out a way to how to swindle you. Or take light, whatever, energy, it doesn't matter. It's always going to come with a swindle when there's criminality attached to a man that hasn't done his work. It's always going to look how to come up. You know? Or finesse. Like y'all say. Some of y'all. Yeah, this is that you over. This shit done. That's what this is. The Ten of Swords in reverse. That's done. You done. It's the end of a cycle. Ain't about to do that to you. Some of y'all ancestors ain't let them do that shit either. Just call it a ride. We know you hurting, but just push on through. Because you would be really hurting, thinking that you gonna be good with that motherfucker. And some of y'all love them that much, and everything that y'all knew and said was true, but y'all just didn't know the dark side of the motherfucker that ain't going nowhere no time soon. Let old girl deal with that, honey. Because they both got shit to work through. You feel me? Snap out of it. I mean, most of this shit ain't nothing but the damn y'all still sexually intoxicated and keep going up on them higher dimensions. Masturbating and doing all that shit. That shit ain't doing nothing but keep letting them get access to your motherfucking light. You gotta keep pushing through dark. They're gonna keep doing that shit. You think they won't? Shit. End of cycle. That's where ancestors come in and say, look, now, we trumping this motherfucking decision. Because you really don't understand what the fuck is going on. We love you. Yeah, you the biggest gangster. We understand. But you stupid because you don't know this motherfucker nuts. Based off what they see that you don't. In the dream state even in time travel, you don't see as much as the ancestors see. I'm trying to tell you. You do not. Earth inhibits us. Success after failure. Favor shown by the universe for your endurance. Profitable advantage. End of a dark night of the soul. Attainment of wisdom. Exactly. That's what I said. Be your last sign. Oh, they were motherfuckers like this. I just picked this card out randomly. And it said, yeah, that's it. Yeah, but I thought it was this deck, but it wasn't. I was looking for this card on the top. But I went to the other deck that it wasn't in. But that's the card I pulled out. They're crazy as fuck about money. But anyway, yeah. End of a dark night. Now you can just keep on pushing on through. So whoever, this high level soulmate, either they know y'all from one lifetime. They remember y'all. Let me tell you how deep this shit is. On some weird shit. You can have a high-level soulmate that has seen you many lifetimes, just in a crowd, and you were always with the divine masculine in different skin suits. He wasn't who he is now, but he could have been looking like Nipsey the next lifetime, or a previous lifetime. He could have been looking like Uncle Jimi Hendrix a previous lifetime. He could have been white a previous lifetime. It doesn't matter. It was him. He was just in a different skin suit, different stage play, basically. You can have a divine soulmate that seen you all the time and just couldn't get to you because you was always with this dude every lifetime. And they will recognize you way more than you ever recognized them because you never seen them just standing in a crowd. Want an opportunity. You know? When you come on this channel, you better put your spiritual thinking cap on because, honey, baby, keep up. Everybody keep up. Shit going on. Ancestors like, girl, if you don't get your motherfucking ass, because you're going to be out of town before you know it, sitting up here waiting, crying, and contemplating about this stupid ass motherfucker. That's why it's like this, a cross screen. You got a screen right here and a screen right here. While you sitting here crying and divine masculine and sitting here fucking somebody. When you sitting here praying for him, he fucking somebody. When you masturbate and you feel him wanting to come on the 5D, it could just be that he having sex with somebody with you on his mind. Because men themselves, out of their own mouths, told me that they do that. I've had men tell me that they do that. If they don't like who they with, they imagine her as someone else. And that's how they get off. Because if they try to do it with just her, it's no way they can get an erection. I promise men have told me that. So just imagine that shit. They don't even like who they with, but they gotta conjure you up in order to get hard, in order to keep going, in order to get off. And you up masturbating because you thinking he on the 5D, but it's just the fact he fucking somebody else that night that he really don't want to. He just want flesh and blood. I'm trying to tell you. All right, y'all. If you're feeling the vibe, Libra, please like, share, and subscribe. 111 on the cloud.